There is something deeply calming about the way river water flows gently through a forest full of tall trees and lush greenery. The sound of the current is soft yet continuous, like nature's heartbeat, providing a background rhythm that instantly soothes the mind. The sight of water weaving between tree trunks, bending around rocks and reflecting leaves above is more than just beautiful. It speaks to something inside us that yearns for stillness and connection. Rivers move, but they do not hurry. They follow their path, naturally adjusting to obstacles without force, and this becomes a silent message for anyone watching to do the same. In a world where everyone is rushing, chasing deadlines, and under pressure, the river reminds us that true progress can be soft, silent, and sure. Watching this flow, surrounded by the gentle motion of leaves, the sway of branches, and the shimmering light on water, creates a feeling of emotional safety. People watching such a scene after a long day can experience real psychological relief. Studies show that visual contact with flowing water reduces heart rate, calms overactive brainwaves, and lowers anxiety. By focusing the camera on slow, continuous flow, your video becomes not just nature footage but a form of visual meditation. You are offering viewers a chance to come back to the present moment, to breathe deeply and remember how peaceful life can be when it aligns with nature's rhythm. Whether it's early morning mist or golden hour light dancing on the river, this flow through trees becomes a mirror of our own potential to move forward calmly, naturally, and beautifully. The relationship between trees and rivers is one of nature's most powerful and harmonious connections. Every tree that grows beside a river doesn't just exist near the water, it lives because of it. Roots reach deep into the soil, drawing moisture from the river's presence, strengthening the tree's ability to grow tall, stable, and enduring. In return, those same trees protect the river from erosion. Their roots hold the soil tight, preventing floods from tearing the land away. The leaves form a canopy that filters sunlight, keeping the water cool and allowing aquatic life to thrive. This balance is not accidental, it is a perfect mutual support system crafted by millions of years of evolution. When your audience watches the river flowing through such forests, they are witnessing a living example of natural teamwork. The river feeds the forest and the forest shields the river. Together they create an ecosystem of life, beauty, and peace. Emotionally, this understanding offers viewers a message about healthy relationships in human life as well. It tells them that true connection is not about taking but giving and receiving equally. Just as the tree and river support each other, we too thrive when we are supported by our environment and when we support others in return. This idea, when seen through slow-flowing video footage, helps viewers reflect on their own connections. When the sunlight breaks through the leaves and dances on the river surface, or when a fallen log creates ripples in the current, your video shows how even small interactions in nature matter. In a world full of imbalance and noise, this natural harmony is therapeutic for the soul. Your content becomes more than visual, it becomes a lesson in balance, cooperation, and trust, reminding people that true peace is found when elements work together, not in isolation. Watching a river flow gently through trees is not just a moment of visual beauty, it is an emotional experience that can shift a person's inner state within minutes. In a world filled with screens, noise, anxiety, and mental overload, scenes like these act as a bridge back to what the mind and heart naturally crave: peace, simplicity, and presence. The human brain responds to flowing water in a unique way, triggering feelings of safety, familiarity, and calm, because for thousands of years our ancestors lived near water for survival. The deep genetic memory still exists within us, so when someone watches a calm river flowing through a forest, their mind automatically begins to relax. Stressful thoughts begin to fade, replaced by the soft rhythm of water movement and leaf rustle. There is scientific support for this as well. Nature therapy, also known as ecotherapy, is proven to lower cortisol levels, reduce anxiety symptoms, and improve emotional balance. The continuous motion of the river allows the mind to focus without trying. It becomes a natural point of meditation for the viewer. For someone dealing with worry, grief, or even mental fatigue, just 10 minutes of watching such footage can restore emotional clarity. This is why your video can become more than a background scene. It becomes a healing tool for people across the world, especially those who cannot access real nature themselves. Viewers who live in cities or tight spaces find comfort in these visuals because they simulate real natural surroundings. In a way, the mind accepts. Your camera becomes their eyes, your audio their escape, and your presentation their emotional release. Every frame showing soft ripples, tree reflections, and gentle light through the branches becomes a therapy session without words and without effort. Your audience doesn't just watch, they feel, they recover, they reconnect, and they heal. And that is the true silent power of nature flowing through your channel. Beneath the calm surface of a river flowing through trees lies an entire hidden world teeming with life. Most people looking at a river only notice its gentle movement and shimmering surface, but those who pause and observe more deeply begin to discover the rich diversity of creatures that depend on this waterway for survival. Small fish dart between submerged roots, insects skim the surface, and frogs sit quietly on moss-covered stones. Every movement in the water, whether a ripple or a splash, often signals the presence of something living, something thriving silently in this ecosystem. Even the trees above play a role in feeding this life. Their fallen leaves become food for microorganisms and shelter for small aquatic animals. Insects that live in the trees eventually fall into the water, becoming part of the food chain for fish and birds. That soft rustling sound viewers hear while watching your video isn't just wind, it's the quiet movement of life interacting and existing in balance. The beauty of this unseen world adds a layer of magic to your visuals and gives the audience a deeper understanding of how connected everything is. The viewer who starts by watching the flow of water soon realizes they're also watching a living, breathing community at work. And the most powerful part is that this world needs no help from humans to function. It thrives best when untouched. Your video becomes an opportunity for people to appreciate life they may never see in person. For those living in cities surrounded by concrete and silence, the idea that a single stream hidden in a forest supports hundreds of lives is both comforting and awe-inspiring. It encourages respect for nature and inspires protection of these delicate ecosystems. This connection with wildlife, even if indirect, helps viewers feel part of something larger, more meaningful and grounded. That emotional sense of belonging can turn a simple visual into a lasting memory and turn casual viewers into loyal followers of your channel. When a river winds its way through a forest filled with towering trees, it creates one of the most perfect examples of natural harmony seen on Earth. Unlike chaos in urban life or tension in human systems, the scene flows with purpose, balance and peace. The water does not rush but moves with steady calm, adjusting its direction based on what lies ahead. It never breaks the trees but glides gently around them, and the trees in turn stand tall, absorbing the river's moisture, offering their roots to hold the earth strong and their leaves to filter the sunlight. Together they form a rhythm where everything has a place and every element contributes to a greater balance. For viewers, this harmony is more than scenic, it's emotionally transformative. It reminds them that peace isn't about silence but about balance. It shows that different parts of life can exist together without conflict, just as the moving water and the standing trees do. There is no competition, only connection. When someone watches your video and sees this flow, they may not even realize how deeply it is affecting them inside, but their mind begins to slow, their breath becomes deeper and their thoughts more clear. In that moment, without any words being spoken, nature is teaching them a powerful lesson about acceptance, patience and unity. From a spiritual view, this river is like life itself, constantly flowing while rooted in something deeper from below and surrounded by strength from above. The forest becomes the soul, the river becomes time, and the connection between them becomes meaning. When you share this scene through your lens, you aren't just providing a visual, you are offering your audience a gentle emotional experience that restores clarity and calm to their day. That's why this natural harmony is more than beautiful, it's healing, timeless and necessary, especially in a world that has forgotten how to flow gently like the river or stand quietly like the trees.